We're live, MoonDog. All right. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Another edition of Flying with the Monkeys on our world tour. Tonight we are flying the Just Flight Boeing 757 Freemium. We have Mr. MoonDog as usual, Draco
Hello.
as usual.
Hello.
And we have Aviation Pilot with us tonight. So let's see. We are going to take off from Koh Samui, Thailand, VTSM, and we're going to fly to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. And then we're going to turn around there and we're going to fly to Shanghai, Singapore.
That is why we keep him around. I'm telling
Yep.
you.
How about that, huh? I don't know if it was right, but it sure sounded good. I sold it.
Sold it. Better than I would have butchered it, so.
So, yeah.
So yes, hello everyone.
Get started.
The question is, how do I get the...
VORs for next airport. After the next one, I don't have that one set in yet. Actually, I figured during the flight I would my flight plan for the next hop. I'm going to do startup. Draco, you're already started.
Well, sort of. I have the APU running, but nothing else.
And then Zig is started up, and
Well,
I think Aviation's already running.
I had apparently both engines were running when I loaded the plane in this time, and I turned one off, so I was worried I was going to be the guy that wasn't going to be able to get engines going this time, but I just fired up the other one. I kind of went out of sequence, but I still have to set up the FMS and all that.
So do I. Switch all these.
On, off. Okay, how do we...
All right, now we'll go down here.
Cruise speed is 300, right? And our cruise level was
Was going to be 330. It's not 270.
Yeah, I was just leaving mine in flight plan as is, and then I'll just request for change in air.
Oh. Well, I left mine in the flight plan as it was too, so.
All right.
Okay, got that done.
So V1.
So let's see.
Rotate. 2.
Rock button.
Retract flaps. 220.
Load flight plan.
Best climb speed 276.
We're going semi to somewhere, right? Is that it?
To somewhere?
Well, it doesn't show up when I load it in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. SMUSK, VMKK, WMKK. Yeah. Okay, that's the right one.
Get autopilot set up.
Is that all we gotta do there? Is just load in the route, more or less.
Yeah.
Check your V numbers.
For the departure, 1 PR and V2.
Okay. I mean, I don't have to put in any other information, right? I just have to load it.
All right, and then
You're at a tower.
Oh, I can't go to.
Sim. Load active. So that's set. I think everything's set up.
So,
Amber's on.
radio.
That's up. shrink this down.
Flight attendant brought me dinner too late, so I'm trying to finish it and get the plane started all at the same time.
Okay. 0024.
So in case anybody's wondering, I've flown this plane 5 times, maybe. Crashed it 4.
Oh. Crashed
So,
it less than that.
nuh-uh. I've only landed it once.
Requesting taxi.
I think you're
Okay, we're
fibbing.
going. Nope. So when I set the heading to, what, does anybody know what our heading is for takeoff?
I haven't even requested yet, so
Yeah, it hasn't asked me. It hasn't told me yet.
Okay, vertical speed is 25.
All right. Runway 35.
Yep.
So that would put our heading at
350.
Okay.
and the true heading is actually 354. Wanted to get real technical.
Yeah, 350 is good enough for me. Alright, let's see which way they have me. Oh, this ought to be fun.
So 354, what you said. And then did you set your altitude for the full altitude right away? Yeah.
It told me takeoff was to 6,000.
Okay. And then don't we have to arm like the flight director and the AT arm, the auto throttle, or do we do that?
You do that when you're out on the runway.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm at pushback and taxi. Okay.
Alright.
So have any of you guys started pushing back yet? Oh, yeah.
I am.
Alright, I'll wait a second then.
Got my engines firing up.
Yeah, you guys were ready before I was, so I'll wait and go last.
I guess I could do my radio stuff.
Yep. Aviation, you ready for pushback? You're doing good? That's good.
Maintain 6,000 is what it said.
So can anyone spy down there? Is there room to sit down there, or are we going to have to literally take off? Next one.
I will let you know when I get down there.
Fly runway heading. Climb and
It
remain at.
look like it has it, but
it gave me 14,000 feet, but it didn't tell me the runway.
it doesn't until you do pushback for taxi.
Oh, okay.
Do what it tells you then. If it tells you 14, then do 14.
Alright, I need that up. I need that to go away.
Oh, 35, right?
That looks good.
Thank you, flight attendant.
Turn those on. Am I forgetting anything?
Oh.
But turn the flight director on.
I'm forgetting how to fly this plane.
It's only been 4 weeks since you've flown it.
I don't even know. It's been a while.
Couple of weeks.
Does anybody have an altimeter reading?
I thought I had it, but
Wanting to say it was
hold on.
10-12.
10-12.
All right. So there. Flaps 5.
Where do we go to? One end or the other?
It's
We might as well just do all our stuff right here.
almost, yeah.
Yeah, basically, you have to go down to the end of the runway, spin around, and then take off. Yeah, there's no place down here to park.
I didn't think so.
As it is, it's going to be a pain in the ass just to turn around.
Good start on.
Hi, Ben. Welcome to the stream. How you doing?
Welcome, Ben. Good start on 2.
What does it say to do?
I will give this plane credit. It can turn on a dime.
APU off.
Oh yeah, that's what I was forgetting. APU off.
Oh, I can turn off.
Oh, I'm doing good, Ben. Thank you for asking.
Where was that little TCAS? Is that it?
Down on the.
You have to push shift 2.
Oh, shift 2?
Yep. You're trying to learn how to do share cockpit. Yeah, MoonDog and I only did it once with
We attempted it once. Yeah.
success.
I think the good thing is you need to make sure you have someone that you can also good internet connections between the two of you.
Alright, let me know when you guys are lined up and holding short, and then I'll take off so I don't get too far out in front of you.
Well, should we all like line up and have our stuff ready and kind of be ready just to pull out maybe then?
That's what I'm saying. When you guys are up, are lined up and holding short, then that's when I'll take off.
Where is that?
Aviation, I hope you're not going to pull out in front of me, because there's no place for you to go down here. I saw that Airbus creeping.
Okay, let's see. Have you started pushing back, MoonDog? Yes,
I've
you
pushed
have.
back. I'm going down to the other end.
The other outlet?
The other outlet, yeah.
Yeah, shared cockpit is not something we've rolled out to do in the future. Just right, it's just that right now, except for I think this plane and the Duke, we don't have any third-party planes that we all own at the that we all three or all four own.
C-47, but
Was E47?
yeah, we already have Ernie with us. So
Yeah,
why
I mean we have Ernie. You can't kick Ernie out.
And I think Ernie would fly with you even if you did have shared cockpit. Okay, there's FX. There's flight sim for you. Dig's backing up, and I've got air traffic that just morphed out of them. Just deposited a LIRA jet there.
Aw, his plane had a baby.
You're probably safe to go, Draco, because I only got a couple things to do and still gotta have to wait on MoonDog, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You're going to take off behind, I'll bring up the last spot.
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
We'll let aviation go next, and you pull in right behind him, then we set.
Turn on the flight director and arm lock.
I see a Dig running down the runway.
Draco.
One of you two. Draco's running down the runway. Gathering speed.
Oh boy.
I see wheels wobbling.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit, 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 shit. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Come on, come on. The hell I'm not.
I missed the end there. Dang it, because this thing that quit spinning around.
Base game planes, they do work for, you know what? I don't care anymore. Go away. I don't need you. Alright. Yeah, they do work. As a matter of fact, me and MoonDog, we did the LIRA jet that's in the base game plane.
I was trying to think which one it was, and I am very sure aviation is taxiing at correct speed down there. And what he responded to in chat in Discord was, yes, he is. Technically, the speed is 14 or 15 knots per, and he is traveling at 14.
Gauges.
We're gonna same thing at the speed hold selector. Arm that, and we.
Yeah, right now we're using it's considered a freemium third-party add-on, 757.
Yeah, from Just Flight.
Right.
Anyone can go download it. It's a really well put together. A lot of all the things that you would want with it.
Where's the?
I mean, it's
the altitude hold. Altitude hold. Okay.
There's a base start for the FMC unit. There's most all of the controls that would get you into deciding if you really want to go this way with the plane. Aviation's down there doing a 4-point turn.
Alright, switch that there.
So to engage the auto throttle, do you hit the SPD button?
No, the
one
toga.
above it. Toga.
Toga.
Okay. Like to lock in the 220?
Yeah. Well, no, the auto thrust will just get you going. Then once you're in the air, you should hit speed to lock in your.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
But you hit the toga
Toga,
first?
yeah. Toga
Yeah.
will get you launched off the.
Like you hit that like right when you get ready to go?
Yeah, Ben, we're all using Discord to communicate.
You hit that right when you're ready to go then, MoonDog?
Yes.
I've never used the toga.
There's aviation climbing like a bat out of here.
Oh, is he out?
Yep.
So I need to get moving then?
Yep.
Or were you going?
Go ahead. Go ahead. You set, or you want me to go?
No, I'm set.
All right.
As soon as I take off the parking brake.
Okay.
That'll give me time to, when I crash on takeoff, then,
Just do it far enough down the way so we can still take off and,
And then just kind of hop over you.
Right.
Looking for aviation, because he
speaking
should be.
about that, I'm just going to go ahead and do a save real quick.
I remember below 2,000, you can't go over 250. Or below 10,000, you can't go over 250.
That's why I set mine for 45 when I'm doing that, just to get going.
Looking for everybody else, but I do not see them.
Got two still on the ground, one other than you in the air, so. N80090 station.
Why didn't that load the first time? That was weird.
Rico, you way up background. Technically, aviation is going to be the first one on course.
I'm at 14,000.
No, but I mean, you went north. He went, looped around real quick and headed south.
Yeah.
So he's actually ahead of you on the route.
That's because I followed the heading out.
Yeah.
Cleared for
Big star.
takeoff.
Set.
Push this up to 280.
We're gonna go for it. Hope I'm ready. I don't think I set my flaps.
Always a good thing to do. Down there, yep, easy moving.
Pull up my map so I can see where everybody is.
Oh, nicely done, Zig.
Don't speak too soon now, MoonDog.
Yeah, I see Zig right underneath me at 500 feet. Yeah, I'm getting up to flight level pretty damn quick. Alright. Turn on weather radar. Set that right over here. We'll make it a little bit bigger so we can see it.
We're headed down.
I see Zig circling around.
Be nice if there's not one bug that comes up with like the little speed thing in it.
Shift 1.
No.
No?
What do you mean a bug?
Well, it's in there, but that gives you like the whole 2D cockpit, which is fine, I guess.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, aviation's flying his Airbus that I think has nitrous on the engines.
Now that we're
It's gonna be a nice bit of separation though for when we all get ready to land, so we're not landing on top of one another.
Hey, I got hacked. Welcome to the stream. You got the 737 PDMG. I think you mean PMDG maybe. But yeah, very cool. I've looked at that one. But then I just turned and walked away. Let's see, we could go to...
Raise our view up here a little bit, because otherwise we look like a toddler flying a 757.
and finally at that flaps.
I think that's where we took off right there.
Set that way. Cleared.
So I got to thinking, 20 minutes, we're not even going to be able to get the altitude in 20 minutes before we have to land again for that next for the next leg in this.
Really? Not really. like to know what it is on this thing.
Well, I don't activate autopilot or anything until...
Yeah, it must be the autopilot that does that.
Because I don't activate autopilot or anything until I'm fairly high up.
How long am I supposed to stay at 14,000?
Until they tell you. Or if you're like me, you cancel the IFR and do whatever the hell you feel like.
Well, I didn't cancel the IFR, but I didn't tune in Bangkok Center.
There we go. Now it's going to get a little quieter. Engines are throttling down. We're at 300, about 302 knots, 27,000 feet. So I should actually be catching up with aviation because he's doing a ground speed of 417 at 25.6. And I'm doing a ground speed of 445.
Just wanted me to do a 19. Okay.
Just about past TOC.
Okay.
Put me up at one at 19,000. So I want to go to 27.
What is the website you guys go to for all your ILS and everything?
It doesn't work for international.
It doesn't?
Nope. Google would be the next choice for international.
Yeah, and then what I've done is I'll JEPP view has a lot of the charts as just a PDF. And
Yeah, I just pulled
you
up
gotta scroll
PDF.
through those.
So if y'all excuse me for a second while I get quiet while I look for...
Note to self, don't do. I can autopilot that soon again, because I had it clicked for the one, but I didn't have it set right. Take off. Don't do that. Got it. I should learn that.
TIS. wonder if those are the ILSs. This says for runway 14 left, 32 right. 121.65 for runway 14 right, 32 left, 21.8. I think those are the only two ILS runways. Yeah, it's only got two runways. Alright. Well, since the wind is kind of coming out of the north, I'm gonna guess it's gonna be 32 left or 32 right.
Kuala Lumpur?
Yeah.
There's 14 and 32.
Well, there's a left and a right.
There's ILS 14 and ILS 32.
Okay, well, I got a Jepson map here that gives me 14 left, 14 right, 32 left, 32 right.
Yeah. I'm just saying on the GPS there's ILS approaches for all four of those.
Doesn't it? Okay. So I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be. I'm gonna say they're gonna have us coming in at 32.
So do you have an ILS for that?
I do. For 32 right, it's gonna be 121.65. 32
121.65.
Yep, 32 left would be 121.8.
Okay.
And then I also have course also.
What are those?
For 32 and for 32 it's going to be 326.
Okay.
What did you say ILS was for 33? 32?
32. I'm going to say it's going to be 32 right. So 121.65.
For the ILS, that's what goes up to 109 to 1.
That's all I got. That's all I have.
17. Okay.
Yeah, I got one. It says runway 14 or 32. 12165 or 121.8.
Might have to keep looking on that.
Well, at least we know the course. Now we just have to find the ILS.
110.7.
110.7, really?
For
I
what?
think so. 110.
For 32?
For... No, wait a minute, that's for the other direction. But it should be the same one either way. No, it's not. 111.9.
For 32 right or left, 111.9?
Left is 111.9. Right is 109.1.
Are we doing left?
I went with 111.9. Alright, so 14. Alright, so for 32 right.
I thought we were doing 32 left.
I'm trying to find 32 left. I found 32 right, 32 right. I quit. Trying to find the where we intercept our transition altitude. Alright, so for 32 left, right. So for 32 left, I'm only getting a departure. Oh, no, wait, never mind. Here it is. I see it. It doesn't make sense. Well, I would imagine that 32 right and 32 left would have just about the same approach, wouldn't it?
Sometimes. I think, from what I've been seeing on some of the charts.
Because I'm only getting information for departure of 32 left.
$3,000
Is that what you got?
for 32 left.
We're going to take off from where we're landing and going to Singapore, which is WSSS Aviation. And for anyone else that's jumping in and wanting to fly with us still yet tonight, you can jump in at that point and fly with us.
So I'm not sure
I
where
set up
exactly.
VORs, but I don't have that flight plan set up yet. I am just now getting to top of climb.
Yo, this is probably all stuff we should be doing before we're in the air. Just saying.
Not necessarily.
Some of it, but not all of it. You should have the plan, but even when you're in flight, you're going to have change of weather and stuff like that. Finalizing stuff, double check what you have. Then again, you probably also have plenty of time before your flight to go look it up, make sure you have it, and have it all bookmarked.
32 left.
On your
and,
iPad.
And it's only vectors for load.
What did I turn it?
One.
Got to hit the timer.
Oh, I always forget that damn timer. Alright, let's look outside, see if we can see anybody.
Yep. I mean, I'm trailing Zig, but I'm on the active sky radar, but I'm not close enough to see him yet.
Well, aviation put the throttle down and he's pulling ahead of me.
So if I go to procedure, progress, SKL.
Yep.
I'm 85.
Okay. SKL, I am 10.
You're 75 miles ahead of me.
The join map is working tonight.
What is it? Hey, Zig, how far from SKL VOR are you?
I have no idea. Hold on, let me get back over there.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm just trying to find distance.
From where?
SKL.
I am 54 miles.
Six. I missed what aviation said, so I gotta pull it up on the other one.
Pretty funny how there's only just a couple minutes between each of us taking off, yet we're that far apart.
Doing 90 knots, I'm doing 330.
I'm doing 300.
You'll be passing me then, MoonDog.
And me.
Yeah, I'm at 300 also, like Draco.
I'm just wanting to catch up a little bit, back it off.
I mean, if you're 70 miles behind me, you even at 330, you got a bit before you pass me.
I know, but I'm just saying, nothing wrong with me doing that to catch up some.
And
You guys change your altitude to go to about 27?
I'm at 27.
They told me to go to 31.
Well, that's because that's what your flight plan was filed for.
Oh.
You can, when you pull up the
Yeah.
radio, you can request.
Looks like aviation's getting into the weather. Alright. Altimeter is 111 now. There we go.
Okay, so. My plan. Yeah, yeah.
So when we took off, these storms weren't here.
Not this close, probably. They're moving, we're moving.
You got to move it, move it.
Yeah. Someone was watching a little,
Yeah. Madagascar.
yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, Madagascar today, wasn't he?
I've seen nothing but Disney for the past 3 days.
I spelled Boeing wrong on my YouTube description.
Did I wonder if I spelled it wrong. B-O-I-N-G?
That's not right, is it?
I don't know, is it?
B-O-E-I-N-G.
Well, shit, I spelled it wrong too.
Yeah. Boing.
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 Who's been watching
Boing.
too much, yeah.
Oh wait, that's a different type of movie. Boing.
Here comes that left-hand turn.
So soon, we haven't even made the first stop. Oh no, that was Wayne's World. It's Shawing. Shawing. I don't want to jinx it, but I have green internet tonight. Or at least on YouTube.
Yeah, knock on wood, I haven't had any issues. But now that I've said that.
Yeah, I know, right? I kind of didn't want to say it, but
It appears as though our flight plan is going to take us right into some nasty, nasty weather. Who's over speeding?
I'm not overspeeding yet.
I thought I heard the overspeed warning.
No, I've got it just underneath, but my flight plan is not.
Some lightning below us. I love active sky. I doubt we would have gotten all this weather with the in-game stuff. Just to be on the safe side. Turn the seatbelts on.
What range are you looking at the active sky at, Draco?
32 nautical miles on the big map. The small map for the plane, I'm at 75.
Wow, you're at 32?
Yeah. Being in that close, you get really good detail of the different parts of the storm.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go, everybody. Bend over, put your head between your knees.
Why? It's not that bad.
World travel 4310, you are 900 miles northwest, turn left heading 110, descend and maintain flight level 230, expect vectors ILS, runway 26, approach. Boeing Delta Oscar Golf, turn right heading 165, resume on navigation. Boeing Delta Oscar Golf, did you copy? Turn right heading 165, proceed on course. Boeing Delta Oscar Golf.
Ooh, that was a loud clap of thunder.
You could have that. I don't hear the weather over top of my plane.
Sometimes I do. Most of the time I do. I didn't hear one yet. I was actually off on the join map.
I got to make sure that the sound on the stream and all that doesn't. When I jump into the other stuff, the sound goes away. I want to make sure the sound is staying on the stream. It should, but to be honest, I don't know for sure because I'm not listening to whatever.
No, it goes away, I think.
Alright, a little bit of turbulence.
Because it's in a window and not on the game capture.
Well, for me, it hears what's in my headphones. Basically, it's the headphone feed, so plus the mic. So whatever I hear in the headphones is what
Right.
goes to the stream.
That's what mine is.
Right, and I have it through the desktop, which is the same thing basically. But
Well, I mean that's what my OBS is set to, is to desktop, but but then OBS is set to my headphones feed. If that makes any sense.
yeah. So your next POR is BIH.
Yep.
Okay, and BBA after that, and then landing. Okay.
Yep. And I am 83 miles from VIH.
I'm 129.
100. Actually, 160. That's 30, which is about the same distance.
Well, I sped up a little bit.
I ended up off track because I was trying to make sure I had IFR for the next flight, and
Yeah.
started to head straight towards that.
You can't put it into the FMC as load standby?
No, I was putting it in, I was creating it
12.
in FSX. So then Active Sky took it.
Ooh, some lightning. I saw some lightning.
I haven't tried to do that, so
Haven't tried to do what?
set up a second.
Ooh, yeah, we're coming
Standby.
right up to some. Coming right up to some pinky here.
Yeah. Try to see.
That's not my plane making noises. Whose plane is that?
Well, that's the only plane you can ever hear.
Yeah, true.
Because I have the sound on the TV and you're hearing it.
Yeah, I was hearing like a buzzing or...
We can always hear your stuff, MoonDog.
I'm sorry, I don't want all
No,
that
that's
sound
fine.
going through my earphones.
That's fine.
I gotta.
No, we weren't complaining about it. I was just...
We were just saying.
You're,
How-
we can
that's how we
usually
always-
hear your stuff.
That's how we always knew when you were dying in 7 Days to Die.
Or in PUBG. Or Arma.
Yeah.
I figured, you know, me cursing about it would be enough.
Oh no, we could hear the gunshots and
Yeah.
the other game noises and stuff. And then you cursing. So then that confirmed. We're like, uh-oh, I think MoonDog's getting shot at. And then we heard the cursing. And we're like, yeah, he's dead.
And then the things you were saying while you were dying made us laugh so hard we got killed.
We got a little bit of lightning going on here.
Oh, just wait. You're in for a treat with a light show.
Not Linky Steelers like it. But he's mad he's following you now.
Bangkok Center, Boeing, Mike Oscar, Oscar, November, Delta, Oscar, Golf, request destination change, Singapore.
Do a round of cocktails on the house, folks, once we get through this turbulence.
Airport, has filed.
You said cocktails.
Ah, Hugh Hefner died. I guess you guys heard that, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, we were here when he that night.
Oh. Guess I wasn't here, huh?
No, you were here.
Squawk 0672.
Because it was Monday, I think.
Heading 210. Boeing, Mike
But
Oscar, Oscar,
you weren't all here Monday.
Golf, cleared
No, I was not.
Airport, has filed. Squawk 0672. Boeing, Delta, Oscar, Golf, reback correct. Radar contact, light level 275. Turn left.
Alright, now that we're out of the storms, I will be right back.
17,000. Turn left, heading 175. Descend and maintain 17,000. Boeing, Delta, Oscar, Golf. Boeing, Delta, Oscar, Golf. Contact Kuala Lumpur Center on 132.6. 132.6.
My autopilot is having a hard time with the turbulence, and I had the ATC yelling at me for being 400 feet below the flight level.
Yeah, well, as I'm trying to set that thing up with the flight planner, should have done it on the ground. I'm all jacked up back here, so
Yeah, I should just leave it alone and wait.
could have, but alright, I've got extra flight time now.
Let's take a look and see where MoonDog's at. You don't look too... Yeah, there you are. Off on MoonDog trek. Looks like we're got just a couple more cells to go here through here on the storm. Well, that might take you just around the storm a little bit, MoonDog. I shouldn't have talked about my stream health. I shouldn't have said nothing. Shouldn't have done it. Ooh, there's some good thunder. So do you remember how to engage the ILS in this plane?
Yes. I've been flying this, the air hauler.
Oh, have you?
A bit, yeah.
So what's the procedure for that then? Or are you in the middle of doing something?
Trying to understand why they're sending me down to 20,000. Yeah, it's once you have the ILS, then you have to hit the LOC localizer button.
Well, is there an indicator that pops up? Is that what it is? Somewhere that tells you that you're in range of the localizer?
Yeah, the pink lines come up on the
Right hand side of the little
yeah.
screen, the horizon screen there.
Right.
Okay. And then you just hit the LOC button?
Yeah. Then after you do that, then you hit the approach hold switch right underneath it.
LOC approach.
And then
And
once
you
you
don't-
do the approach hold, it then does,
It flies you in.
it flies you in, but the localizer button kicks off. Just
Oh, okay. Do you,
I
get
see.
on to make sure.
do you keep the VOR DME on manual or auto?
Auto.
Auto.
And then, so when you hit the LOC button, does it take you off of like the LNAV?
Takes you off the LNAV, and you gotta make sure that that BPS nav switch is switched up into nav.
Oh,
Right.
you have to switch that.
Yes.
That was a minor detail you left out there, MoonDog.
I was getting to all of that.
See, I
You're
still
asking
have a
me
hard.
other questions.
I still have a hard time trusting the computer because the other night I tried to land this with ILS in air hauler at KSPI, and it damn near put me in the ground.
I think it really does matter on the nav data in FSX and this, or whatever they're using. It's all got to match.
And we should be coming out of the storm cells now.
Making my turn to VBA. To 2988 inches, 2988 inches. Alright. Altimeter set correct?
Technically, you're supposed to be at 2992 at this altitude, right?
No. I'm going by what it's telling me, what Active Sky's telling me.
I'm pretty sure once you're above 18,000 feet maybe or something like that, you're supposed to stay at standard, which is 2992. Everybody's supposed to switch to standard at 2992.
That what it? Okay. I knew that you should be going to that, but
Like I was watching Captain Mac's tutorial video on that Hawker. That's the only reason I know it, because I just saw him, I just watched that and he was just talking about it. Like, there's like the knob on there, like to adjust your altimeter. If you, instead of rotating the knob, you know, if you push on the end of it, it automatically goes to 2992.
Yeah, I was telling MoonDog I watched that video, and it seemed like that plane had, for the price of it, had a few shortcomings that kind of deal breakers for me.
Well, every business jet does, so.
Well, it just had a lot of things that weren't, like a lot of switches and stuff that did nothing, that probably should have, and the documentation was really weak in it.
Yeah, that's Coronado. Uh-oh, what did I do? What did I do? Well, the documentation is all of the Coronado stuff, so.
Aviation, where'd you wander off to?
And then all the videos I've watched on all of the small business jets all have their own quirks and issues. Seems like. That's why I never pulled the trigger on one. Although I was reading some of the comments on that Captain Mac video, and somebody commented on there after watching the video that he would just keep his freeware version. He would save the $50 and keep his freeware version of the Hawker that he had.
Yeah.
Of course, he didn't mention any more details about what it was, but
Aviation may either have a mechanical malfunction or he may be hijacked.
I'm the
Was
one
he-
that's probably hijacked. I'm all over the place back here.
Well, he just shot way off to the east, and then turned around and flew right in front of me, heading back off to the northwest.
that MoonDog's off on his MoonDog course back there.
Moondog's moondogging it.
You know, there's like two things now that have been referred to as that's a moondog now. Me running off in whatever direction is a moondog, and being in 3 different places at the same time on ATS is a moondog.
Well, you should be flattered. You're getting things named after you.
Aviation just said his plane went into cold and dark. I don't know if he's back. Well, that was a while ago, though. But a minute ago.
That can't be good.
Yeah, that's never good.
Yeah.
It's usually bad.
Well, I'm back on course, right in
Yeah.
the middle, right
Yeah.
into one of these storms. That's good.
Don't push that button, Aviation. I'll make it go cold and dark. Whoops. What's this button do?
Something you never want to hear your pilot say. What's this button do?
Or better yet, the plane's cold and dark. There's no
Or-
power.
Or hold my beer. Watch this.
Speaking of beer,
Speaking here.
Hit the flight attendant button. Have her bring you up one. All right. At TOD. 240. 14,300.
he said he got it fixed and he's back on course. He said in all caps, it did it by itself. Right. What's this button do? Oh, I grabbed my... Damn it.
Zig, you're just ahead of me. Oh, EIH, how far are you from it?
VIH. I'm on to... I just turned to VBA, I think.
No.
I'm
65?
71. 71 to VBA.
71, so you're 70. So I'm 71 nautical miles behind you. Or in this thing, what, 4 minutes? 5 minutes?
Yeah, right. Man, this guy sure is pretty.
I just slowed down to 240. Going down to 14.3.
I've got light. Lighting. Yeah, light. Spectacular going on back here. I've got lightning all over the place.
Headed back to storms.
Interesting clouds. I know whose idea it was. I want to thank him. Even though there was a whole episode of someone going, thank you, Draco, for the getting us into some nice weather. Sure is raining up here.
Woo. I just ran into a bunch of rain.
Yep. There's a whole nother cell coming up. Well, you're probably in it already, but...
Actually, heavy turbulence and moderate hail.
Oh, awesome.
Alright, it's probably gonna get loud, guys.
Aviation's cooking it at 340.
I'm thinking hail probably isn't the best for a jet engine.
Probably not. Then again, it's not good for your car either.
Alright, well, I'm out of the hail and just heavy turbulence and rain now.
They're taking me down to 210. Okay. Whatever you say.
I'm curious. Nope, I never took the signs off, which is sort of good. I've been weaving back and forth all over the place back here.
I'm sure everybody has already thrown up like 3 times.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, this auto throttle will just flat out spoil you.
Yeah.
Just like the dash, it don't have that.
No.
Every time you do.
The king, you know, you want to speed up, you adjust the throttle, move this.
Well, just even if you change your altitude like that, like now you just, you know,
Yeah.
I just knocked off 6,000 on the altitude and it just throttles back for you and maintains the same speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, with the dash or flying right into a nice light show. With the dash or whatever, you have to manage that. And even with that was one of the things with that Hawker, it doesn't have auto throttle either.
That'll be nice. Yeah.
Learn what?
Adjusting thrust on the next plane, you know.
Oh.
There will be a next plane.
I don't know, I'm so used to it.
Holy
that it feels
hell.
weird not doing it.
Holy hell.
I guess that's what that is.
Does it sound like rocks hitting the windshield?
Yeah. Oh, there it went. Oh, and then it's actually hitting the window, and now it's gone.
Yeah, that's hail.
Yeah, that was great. Wow.
I don't see no hail.
So I got a green stream health, and I don't know if it. Holy hail!
Just so you know, you're going to end up in a downdraft pretty soon, in an updraft of about 3,000 feet per minute.
Holy hell, Batman.
Holy crap! Wow. That got so loud I can't even hear you guys.
It's great, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Not sure why they wanted me to go down to 21,000, but
You wanted to see if your plane would resist bouncing through the air.
pretty sure they wanted to see how
Wind structure.
strong the front windshield is, because it's got bricks flying at it right now. Wow, man.
Alright, what's the transition altitude? Again, what was it 3,000?
3,000 to pick up the, that's where you want to be for your approach.
Yeah, transition altitude actually for your entrance and exit. The approach is higher up. That's like the 12,000 or 6,000.
Descend and maintain 15,000.
Or that's also turn on the cabin pressure. Also that your ILS capture at 10,000. If I understand my terms correctly, and if I'm wrong, someone in chat pop up and say correct, incorrect. Hey, you are stupid and you've got it wrong. I don't care. One of those.
2991. Runway 32 right. We want 32 left.
So I'm 114 nautical miles out.
They're giving me
Of
vectors,
destination.
and they're taking me in on, they're wanting to take me in on 32 right.
Alright, and I'm now in a downdraft of
Select
2,200
another
feet.
approach.
Procedure.
ILS 32 left.
Destination at airport. You at?
No.
Holy crap. Oh, I got a feeling we're all gonna crash on this one.
Turn left, heading 135.
Well, aviation's no, you're first one in aviation.
Yep.
One of you two, let us know what the we're going to crash or not.
Oh, we're all probably gonna crash.
Why do you
Updrafts
say
and
that?
downdrafts are just insane.
Boeing Delta Thunder Go. Descend and maintain flight level 190.
No, I don't want to. It's nice and calm up here.
Descend and maintain flight level 190. Boeing Delta Thunder Go.
I'm
Back into others.
Holy shit, there's the airport.
This is what we're looking at. This is where they're already. We're
It's
coming into. I hit this over.
It is a damn roller coaster.
All right, do.
So I don't know if I should keep listening to the ATC to give me vectors in.
There's some.
Wow, Zig,
They got me way off target.
I'll say you're way off course.
I'm listening to ATC. I think that's a bad idea.
I didn't listen to him. They can't tell me what to do.
Technically they can, but yeah.
Yeah, what are they gonna do? Shoot me out of the sky?
No. Your hand. Do not do it again.
I don't even know where I'm going now.
I don't know, but I'm getting a lot of wind shear.
I don't even know where I'm so screwed.
You're heading for the airport still. I can see you on radar.
Yeah, but I'm not.
You're actually. Did you already activate your approach?
I did. And
You're
then
heading for the approach.
Is it way out there somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like trying to see it on the GPS and it's...
Oh shit. Alright. Autopilot
Okay.
off. I gotta take over. Holy crap.
Now we're out of the tremendous downpour. Just.
I guess they were going to take me the right way. It's just now that I see where the approach is going to take me.
Bouncy refs.
Damn, that thunder's loud. I don't know if we can land in this, guys. That right here.
Who's getting sync rate? Is that me?
Probably you, because you're probably getting shot straight to the ground right about now.
Sometimes I get confused because, you know, like usually you hear that from MoonDog's screen.
Can't be me. I'm not there yet.
Well, I'm not that close yet either, but I didn't think.
I'm just now descending to 7,000. I'm still up at 18.
I'm probably a little lower than I should be, but
Back
Sync rate.
Alright, gears down.
Turn right heading 140. Boeing Delta Oscar Golf.
Actually, a lot of land down there.
A lot of
yeah.
what?
Well, yeah, we're not trying to land on an aircraft carrier.
What's that stuff coming up at me at a tremendous speed of great? It's big. It should have a big, strong name like ground.
Contact Kuala Lumpur approach at 119.45.
There.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
119.45.
Pull up.
For Boeing Delta Oscar Golf. Kuala Lumpur Center, Boeing Mike Oscar.
No, unless the weather changes, it's going to get to a point where the autopilot can't handle that anymore, and you're going to have to hand fly it until you get into smoother weather.
Yeah.
Kuala Lumpur Center, Roger. Altimeter 2991.
Sync rate.
Shit.
Boeing Delta Oscar
Sync
Golf.
rate.
Contact Kuala Lumpur
Sync rate.
approach at 119.45.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
For Boeing Delta Oscar Golf. Kuala Lumpur Center, Boeing Mike Oscar November Delta Oscar.
I don't think I'm going to make the turn in time here. The weird way it brought me into the approach.
Sync rate.
I should have listened to the ATC.
Sync rate. Pull up. Sync rate.
Boeing Delta Oscar Golf. Contact Kuala Lumpur approach at 119.45.
Everybody back there filled out a will.
Altimeter 2991. 119.45 for Boeing Delta Oscar Golf.
Sync rate.
Kuala Lumpur
Sync rate.
approach. Boeing Mike Oscar November Delta Oscar Golf is at 11,000. Descending 7,000. Boeing Mike Oscar November Delta Oscar Golf. Kuala Lumpur approach. Roger. Altimeter 2991. Boeing Delta Oscar Golf. Contact Kuala Lumpur Center on 132.6.
Hand me off. Hand me off. Hand me off. Why?
Boeing
Fine.
Delta Oscar Golf.
Sync rate,
Sync rate.
sync rate, sync rate.
Oh, no.
Shit.
Yeah, MoonDog's got it now.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
An Airbus 3-1 there ahead of me. Wonder who that is. 8321. 65.
Sync rate,
Sync rate.
sync rate,
Sync rate.
Yeah, see, I'm totally not in the right spot.
sync rate, sync rate, sync rate.
Boeing Mike Oscar November Delta Oscar Golf. Kuala Lumpur approach. Roger. Altimeter 2990. Pacifica 5171. Contact Kuala Lumpur Center on 132.6. Boeing Delta Oscar Golf. Contact Kuala Lumpur Center on 132.6. 132.
I just got slammed into the ground.
Sync rate, sync
Just as you guys approached the runway.
sync rate,
watch that.
There's a huge downdraft and it just slams you into the ground. I didn't even make it to the runway.
Wind shear. Sink brake. Wind shear. Sink brake. Sink brake.
Pull up.
Sink brake. Sink brake. Sink brake.
So anyone in any of our chats, anyone watching this, we are trying to pay attention, but we're more or less trying to pay more attention to
Yeah.
not crashing, attempting to get this landed.
I am going to park right here. And I'm
And
gonna
watch
switch
the
over
show.
and see. Well, I'm going to switch over to you
Oh, great.
first. Because I think you're next one in.
Well, I don't know. I'm looping around now.
Are you getting the wind shear I was getting? In turbulence, where it was like shoving you down like 3,000 feet per minute, and then next second you're going up like 2,000?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, what is the weather busking red bar that's on the far right side of weather?
What are you talking about?
Alright, I'm pulling it up on my thing here. Right side here, I have this red bar that's not been there.
Hold
That
on.
The wind shear gauge? That worse weather over that way.
Hold on. Keep it up there so I can see it. I wasn't watching you.
No, that's fine. Just following. AT's getting it out here.
That
What's
might be a wind shear.
But I was wondering if that.
Kuala Lumpur approach, Bombardier, Victor Hotel, Victor Yankee Alpha is at 8,600, descending 4,000. Bombardier, Victor Hotel, Victor Yankee Alpha, Kuala Lumpur approach,
You want me to be for approach?
I should have followed ATC and they would have set me up a lot better, I think.
Bombardier, Victor Yankee Alpha, turn right heading 055. Turn right heading 055.
I've got rain now. I don't have as many.
So what would our course be for landing? 320?
326.
326.
The thing is, though, I would not trust the autopilot. Not with this wind shear, it just can't keep up with it.
Aviation's getting ready to.
I'm just trying to get swung around here and back on course.
Alright, let's go check out aviation.
Beechcraft SFW. Beechcraft in this? Oh no. I like my King Air, but I like it also in one piece.
I'll be honest, I don't think I had this much wind shear flying through the hurricanes.
No. It could also be a modeling issue where it was over the water. It can't model it as well as you start to get it over land.
I don't know, aviation's flying away from the airport too.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
Pull up.
Sync rate.
Sync rate.
Sync
The smart
rate.
thing probably would have been for me to just go into a holding pattern and wait for the weather to clear up some.
You know me, I don't do that.
Well, I didn't either, and I would have made it had I not been smacked out of the air.
Now, how did that happen?
Sync
Wind
rate.
shear.
Sync rate.
Pull up.
Sync rate.
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 Definitely getting some nasty stuff here in a minute. Evening, Rob. Don't
Hey,
say,
Rob.
Don't say good evening because it's not good at the moment.
Sync rate.
Sync rate.
Especially for some of my passengers, because they just had landing gear shoved up through their seats.
Sync rate.
Whose idea was it to fly into Kuala Lumpur?
Yours.
Pretty sure it wasn't.
Okay, yeah. I also set this up like weeks ago.
And you didn't check the weather forecast?
For weeks ago? It was like a month ago when I said, I suggested it. Yeah, that sounds good.
Hey, AccuWeather, they predict weather out to like 6 months from now.
I think I have the runway in my sights.
Sync rate.
Sync
Are you
rate.
coming down 3-2 right?
Sync rate.
I don't know.
Sync rate.
3-2 left, I
Sync
think.
rate.
Well, 3-2 left is to your left.
Sync
You're on
rate.
3-2 right.
Sync rate.
Well, I don't know. I'm going on this one.
Aviation,
Sync
Sync
rate.
rate.
zig,
Sync rate.
Sync rate.
Sync rate.
Pull up.
Sync
and
rate.
another Airbus.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
What do we want the auto brakes on?
Well, for this, Max, because you're going to need all the speed you can get when you hit the end of the runway, and you hit that downdraft.
Oh, there you go. Weather. Thunderstorms in vicinity. Heavy rain. Really?
Why can't I get the autopilot to go off?
Hit the disengage, and then just turn everything off. Oh shit, there's aviation
Oh,
right in
there.
front of you. He's coming at you.
Whoever's
Nope.
behind me, slow down.
Holy shit.
Sync rate.
Sync rate.
Sync
Sync
rate.
rate.
Aviation's on glide slope. Zig's
Sync
dancing
rate.
around over top of him.
I'm missing it because I'm trying to keep the plane in the air.
And then aviation just stopped midair.
Sync rate.
Sync rate.
Sync rate.
Pull up.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
Pull up.
Sync
I'm
rate.
never gonna get down there, dang it.
Sync rate.
Pull up.
Sync rate. Sync rate. Sink rate.
Holy shit, Zig! I've never seen a plane fly sideways.
Sink rate.
Sink rate.
Sink rate.
Sink rate.
Sink rate.
Yes, I know I'm 1,000 feet below. I'm trying to climb back up.
Can't see my speed. Holy crap. Come on, no, no.
Holy shit, you're headed right for the terminal.
It's just pushing me all around.
Give her throttle. Give her throttle.
Oh, I stalled it. Yep. Told you
Yep.
I'd crash here. I stalled it.
Sink rate.
Couldn't see my speed.
Sink rate.
Well, it's
Sink rate.
there's wind shear right at the end of that runway.
Are you also noticing there, Draco, like on the ATS? Like there's a line of planes. For me, there's a line of planes getting ready to come in right around them also. So it's like,
Yeah.
Wind shear.
Yeah, there's Zig, and then another Airbus, and then a Bombardier, another Bombardier, another Bombardier, and 4 Bombardiers.
Wind shear.
So did y'all drink the sake before you took off?
We're gonna go
Oh, it
have
was-
another shot.
it was nice and clear when we took off.
Meanwhile, here comes aviation, flying a little bit sideways, wings a little low.
Wind shear. Sink rate. Wind shear. Sink rate. Sink rate.
Sink rate.
Now, that was an interesting landing aviation. I've never seen a plane fly
Sink rate. Wind shear. Sink rate.
sideways,
Sink rate.
skid across the grass, and then lift straight up like a helicopter.
Wind shear. Wind shear.
Come to Wichita Falls, Texas. I'll show you Air Force pilots that fly sideways.
Yeah, but this is an Airbus. It's not supposed to. Ever.
Sink
Either is
rate.
the T-38.
Sink rate. Sink rate.
Sink rate.
Meanwhile, MoonDog's still up in the air,
Sink rate.
circling, being yelled at by Bitch and Betty.
Sink rate.
Sink rate, sink rate, sink
Yeah,
rate,
I
sink
know. Well,
Not much you can do about that.
I didn't know you had sinks in there.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate.
it is buffering around enough that it's like,
We used to sit at about a quarter mile from the end of the runway out in the
Is-
pasture and watch them jets land out there at night.
32 right. Was that correct with the 11190? By any chance?
I believe so.
No, that's 32 left.
That
Sink
was
rate.
1091.
Sink rate. Sink rate.
Do you know where you parked at, Draco?
Yeah, I'm parked on the taxiway.
Oh, okay. I'll just take a gate medium.
Sink rate.
I'll go gate
Sink rate. Sink
day
rate.
2.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate.
So, yeah, so there's 3 warnings. I think this is a tropical storm we're flying in, trying to land in. It says TS.
That's, yep, tropical storm.
You should. There's a big line of just planes.
On my radar, in game, I've got a Boeing 747 right in front of me.
I've got one, two. I have 6 planes that I can see within 36 nautical miles, all lined up trying to land here.
A train?
Looks like a train. Alright, and I will be right back.
Alright, I'm gonna go take a break and refill my beverage. I've reloaded and I'm at gate A2.
Did you have to have the pilot seat cleaned?
No, we had to have a whole new plane brought in. The last one landed in a tree, Dan.
George of the Jungle there.
Yeah. Well, I landed in about 3 trees, but, you know, took care of that.
Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate.
I think after about 5 minutes of that sync rate, I just died the thing into the ground.
It is a thought.
Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate. Wind shear. Wind shear.
All sorts of stuff.
Wind shear. Sync rate. Wind sync rate. Wind shear. Sync rate. Wind shear. Sync rate. Wind shear. Sync rate. Wind shear. Sync rate.
Pull up.
Sync rate.
500.
Wind sync rate. Wind sync rate.
Pull up.
Sync rate. Wind shear.
Pull
Sync
up.
rate. Wind sync rate.
Pull up.
Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate.
1000.
Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate.
500. 400.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
200.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
100.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Runway.
MoonDog was literally the only one to land.
How is it so difficult?
Alright, so we have a decision to make. We can either try and take off, fly 20 minutes, and land in the same stuff all over again, or we can end it here.
let's look around us and let's take a group consensus and maybe fly onto the next leg. Don't have to fly 20 minutes, fly a little bit further.
The thing is, though, is I'm looking at the warnings that they have up, and they go all the way from the edge of the airport, practically. All the way into the Philippines.
In other words, around it anyways.
Pretty much.
And I did that on flaps 5.
Did you land it, MoonDog?
I did it about center line.
I don't want to hear about it.
Oh, here. We want to watch it again on my stream? Exit.
Kuala Lumpur ground, Boeing, Mike, Oscar, Oscar, November, Delta.
So, I mean, Draco has an interesting question.
Boeing, Mike, Oscar, Oscar,
Process.
November, Delta, Oscar, Golf, taxi to gate, Charlie, 35.
Zig, you
What's the question?
I don't want that one. I want virtual cockpit. Thank you.
Charlie, 35, using taxiway, Charlie, 6, Delta, 8, Delta,
Well,
So,
Sierra 2, Boeing,
explain it again. Doesn't hear.
well, we kind of have a choice. We can either take off in this and fly 20 minutes and land in the same horrible weather where we're all going to pretty much end nose first somewhere near the airport.
3 out of 4.
Yeah, right.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wait, huh? No, 3 out of 4 of us will land it because you guys all landed, right?
Well, landing is such a relative term.
It didn't say you crashed, did it, and reload you?
No, but I have it that turned off.
You
For
do?
my for my 377 because my 377 allows me to do emergency landings like belly landings.
Oh, well, you're cheating.
No, trust me, this was a crash that I had.
Oh, okay. All right, fair enough.
Or we can just end the stream here and try it and do a longer leg later where there's an actual chance of us reaching the airport in one piece.
What's aviation? I saw aviation up there.
I'm fine with whatever.
I mean, it's not like I haven't streamed a bit today.
Yeah, right. I'm okay with that.
And we're already at 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Definitely been an interesting flight. Want to let me roll in a taxi, and one of you want? If I do that, you guys can do an exit, and
I'm right behind you taxiing, so.
Well, let me know when you're ready to go with the outro.
want to start it. Go for it, because I'm just gonna taxi up to a parking gate. Doesn't matter.
All right, everybody. Well, sounds like we're going to wrap it up right here. I'd like to thank everybody for coming and hanging out tonight and watching me crash and Draco crash and MoonDog got a landing. And did Aviation land it? Well, he's still rolling. He must have. I see him.
Aviation did a trick landing.
I see him taxiing in. But
Real quick here, Rob did ask how the new computer's treat me. Computer's treating me fine. Graphics card's not in it yet, so aside from that, yes, it's doing fine. No in-flight deaths of the. So go ahead. Sorry.
so yeah, if you like what you saw tonight, hit the subscribe button and the little bell. You'll be notified when we go live. We stream FSX on Tuesday nights and Saturday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern. Check out everybody in the Monkey Show, the main monkey, Bipolar Prophet, BPG Gaming. There'll be a stream on the Farm Sim server tomorrow, right, MoonDog?
Yes, there will be, unless he's still playing Grand Theft Auto.
Right. 2 o'clock Eastern is when that goes off. I won't be there, but MoonDog will be there probably. Usually always is. ETS on Saturdays at 2 o'clock Eastern.
Yep.
What am I forgetting?
Saturday night stream then. Yeah, you mentioned that.
Yep, I mentioned that.
Make sure you like, share, button, subscribe to everyone. Those that have set up in any of the monkey shows, donation tips, however you want to describe that, are available. Feel free to leave a tip, donation, if you feel choose. We're not here begging for them, but you know they are appreciated. They will help us get better stuff for better. I think.
Thanks for MoonDog and Draco, and Dan popped in there at the last minute, and
Aviation for Flying actually with us.
Yep, Aviation for Flying. We got him taxiing in right here in the Airbus. So yeah, we'll see you guys on Tuesday night for me, and MoonDog will be on tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.
See ya, everyone.
See ya.